Greetings! Welcome to Earthling Species. I am your host, Venix Goldazoid. In this episode, we're gonna be looking at the life of Earthling species C133, also known as Heaven Baruga. We placed 5 hidden cameras in the room, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the roof, and also in the bathroom, in case you won't use the other bathroom. Because we really want to know what he's been doing there inside that isolated room for 60 minutes. Yes, gentlemen, 1 hour. Existential crisis is pretty common on Earth, unlike on our planet where it's peaceful and prosperous. Yes. This is why we want to experiment on C133, Heaven Baruga, to an objectively inhumane drug exposure that will trigger his brain stimulus to secrete thoughts about existential dread, scarring him for the rest of his life, leaving us with the thoughts of his life's worthy cause. The drug worked perfectly fine. To quote-unquote humans, he was high AF, but he was also A-OK. He wanted to die after that. He wanted to jump from the roof of their house and fall with a freefall acceleration speed of 9.8 meter per second. He will not die, but he doesn't know it. It will just give him a very painful aftershock. That's why we remotely controlled his mother to go and fetch him down. Because, these humans, they won't never move without a force that is acted upon them. Wait, hey, that sounds like Newton's law. Newton's first law. For a while, the Earthlings, Heaven's mother, and her son stayed in a room for an hour because they talked. Luckily for us, we placed a camera there, which we also placed in 2 of their consecutive bathrooms, which is hopefully not illegal. Heaven's mother talked to her son and read him the Bible, and Earthling's most popular book, which have the main character, God. It's like their most powerful being that they worship, kind of like Superman but with a beard and a white robe. Heaven's mother talked to her son about why they are created, the beauty of life, and the cost of his actions and the worth of his life, which is 3,000 Balotian currency. They sat in the room perfectly with the balance force constantly being cancelled, the gravity pulling them down and the surface pushing them up. Balanced. I keep adding this physics reference because it was my producer Jashun Adenis want. Thank you, Mr. Adenis. Yeah, seriously, no. Thank you, Mr. Jashun Adenis. It was at this moment that Earthling Heaven realized that life is worth living for, and he must ignore that existential crisis he's having now, even though we just planted that existential dread in his head. This realization led him to believe that the Superman with a long beard and a white robe, God, created them to be kings and queen of creation. The purpose they were given to them unwillingly when they were born. The idea that they are king and queen of creation rooted when God created the models Adam and Eve. It was a purpose they had, which they follow using the morality compass God gave them. A sense of morality, which is the one and foremost defining quality of a human species compared to the rest of the animals. General physics tackles the idea that the universe is predictable, everything is measurable, and everything is understandable with the proper use of mathematical equations. This contradicts the newfound philosophy of Earthling Heaven that God gave them purpose. Because if everything is predictable, life is meaningless. Now, Earthling Heaven just found his new meaning, new purpose in life by becoming a servant of God, because we drugged his brain while he was asleep. For Earthling Species, I am your host, Venice Baltazar. Thank you, peace out.